From sudden collapses and shocking injuries to scenes that even made Gordon Ramsay stop in his tracks.
What happened?
I had a migraine.
Good look at you here.
Oh, my head. I'm not feeling good right now.
What's the matter? Talk to me.
Chefs have pushed themselves past their limits over the years. These are the scariest moments ever on Hell's Kitchen. At number 1, we have one of the creepiest introductions in Hell's Kitchen history came from Andrew Forster in Season 7, Episode 1. When Gordon asked about his steak tartare, Andrew proudly explained that his inspiration came from eating raw meat from animals he personally butchers.
What is that?
A steak tartare. And I guess the inspiration from that came from the fact that I've raised and butchered my own animals. And I like to eat them raw.
The way he smiled right after, calm, almost chilling, instantly unsettled everyone watching.
Are you some form of Hell's Kitchen Hannibal Lecter?
Maybe. Then I can start butchering animals, which is what I like to do.
Even Gordon looked taken aback, tasting and calling the dish bland before moving on.
Bland. What a shame.
That short exchange made Andrew one of the most unforgettable and eeriest contestants to ever step into the kitchen. Heather from Season 2 was in the middle of service when things suddenly took a painful turn. She accidentally burned her hand while working the line.
You okay?
No, she got burned, Chef.
Heather, come here. Show me.
Okay.
Nice hot water. Calm down.
But instead of stepping back, she kept calling orders and helping her team. Even with the medic tending to her burn, Heather kept shouting instructions from the side, refusing to quit.
We have a serious burn. Do you understand?
Yes, Chef.
Hand in there. Big, deep breath.
Please check that fork, Ross, Maribel.
I want a quail away. That's all.
One quail away, yes, Chef.
Okay.
There's quail in the oven, Marianne. 2 extra quails, not orders, just extra quails.
Eventually, she had to leave for treatment, and the team instantly felt her absence.
Heather.
Yes, Chef.
Nurse is outside. Bowl of ice, darling. Take it with you.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Chef. Guys, please help.
Take you to the doctor.
I don't want to lose another person. I don't want to lose one of those girls. I didn't want to leave. I would have stayed.
But Heather's burn looked nothing compared to what Brett from Season 14 went through. During dinner prep in Episode 8, the blue team noticed Brett missing from the kitchen.
Is Brett gonna start these, or? I don't know what he's doing, man, to be honest with you. Where is he? Brett!
Brett fell in the toilet. He's been in the bathroom for a long time. Oh. Why? Why?
Moments later, Brett groaned in pain. He had suffered a severe slipped disc while in the restroom.
You okay?
Yeah, I need medics in the back of the kitchen.
Is he all right?
Man, he's got a slipped disc or something.
Slipped
Pinched nerve.
disc? Holy. What's your step?
Yeah, I gotta go left foot first.
Go. If you need anything, just holler.
Yo, thank you, bro.
No problem.
Yo, blue team, man, I'm sorry, y'all.
Despite the chaos, Ramsay stayed composed, checking on Brett personally and praising his dedication.
Where's Brett?
Brett hurt his back today.
He what?
Pulled his back out.
Where is he?
He's upstairs.
Wow. Stay here 2 seconds. Let me go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Chef.
Hi, buddy.
I've been better. Unfortunately, I have a slipped disc pinching on my sciatic nerve.
Brett.
But after hearing about the injury, Ramsay made the difficult call, telling Brett to step down for his own health.
I am so
I
sorry.
am sorry to myself, to my team.
Here's the thing. You've done well, but I cannot let you continue. You, right now, you've got to think of yourself and not the blue team and not Hell's Kitchen, young man, okay?
Brett apologized to his team, calling it an honor to cook in Hell's Kitchen. It was one of the rare moments where Ramsay's tough exterior gave way to genuine compassion.
Okay, man.
Chef,
Take care of yourself.
Greatly.
Take it easy.
Honor.
Get better.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef Ramsay. It was an honor.
Take care, bud.
I will take this to the grave. At this point in time, this is the end. I got a lot of support. That's why I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing here.
Another burn incident struck in Season 4, Episode 4, when dinner service was heating up and chaos suddenly broke out in the red team's kitchen.
Holy Chef, can somebody give me some ice and some pouring cream, please?
Vanessa had accidentally spilled hot oil over her hand.
She burned her hand, Chef. She needs some ice. I looked at her hand and it was blazing red. Skin's coming off. Then I seen that she was going to start to break down and cry. 3 minutes on that, Chef. Holy.
The burn was serious, and she had to be rushed out for medical care.
Oh, it's starting to hurt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Helping? No.
All right, come with me.
Even without her, the red team pushed through and finished service strong.
Let's go, ladies, let's go.
Yes, chef.
You're one man down. She's on the way to hospital now, okay? Don't start panicking, just get a grip now.
Okay, chef.
Vanessa returned later, but her hand was still in bad shape. She struggled with the thought of staying in the competition.
Oh, watch out for me. It's really difficult to not be able to bang out prep with everybody else, to feel so useless. And I don't know what the I'm gonna do to get through service tonight.
After speaking with Ramsay, she made the tough call to step away, choosing recovery over risking further injury.
The choice is yours, to leave or to stay.
I'm not a quitter. I have through a lot of things in my lifetime, and I'm not weak.
If I can't be here 100%, Chef, I don't want to be here.
What a shame. I respect your decision.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Her exit left everyone wondering how far she could have gone if things had been different.
I made my choice. My team is better off without me than with me.
Good luck, guys.
Vanessa, good luck.
Are you quitting?
I'm leaving, yes.
Bye, Vanessa. Bye, Vanessa. Bye, guys. Good luck.
This one takes the cake as one of the most chaotic moments in Hell's Kitchen history happened in Season 4, Episode 8, during the 20-ingredient challenge, a test of teamwork that quickly turned into total panic. The red team started strong, but everything changed when Matt accidentally sliced off the tip of his finger mid-challenge, and he was immediately rushed to the medic.
You cut yourself?
Yeah, real bad. I just took off the tip of my finger.
Oh my God. We have a bad cut.
What's wrong?
I took off the tip of my finger.
Let's get to the medic.
Despite losing a teammate, the red team kept cooking until Ramsay asked the question no one wanted to hear.
Where's the top of the finger gone?
Good question.
Find his finger. I don't know where it is.
What's this?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything there.
Turns out, it might have ended up cooked with the pancetta.
Checking pancetta he was cutting.
Gross.
Oh,
We just cooked Maddie's finger. I might use it. I'm serious.
you just turned it into a 21-item challenge. Finger pancetta.
Oh, God.
While the blue team fell apart over communication, the red team somehow finished every dish. But that one accident, still one of the wildest moments ever caught in the Hell's Kitchen. While Matt's fingertip was lost, Season 1 Dewberry nearly fainted in the middle of dinner service.
Dewberry, don't put it up here like you're doing me a favor when you put it up, okay?
I hate to tell you this, but I think I'm fixing to pass out. Don't let me.
All right, don't do it. Take some water.
The heat, pressure, and non-stop pace got to him. His vision blurred, and he started seeing stars right at the busiest point of the night.
Dewberry, hold on, baby. Wash your face with some water.
I'm about to pass out. Ooh, almost passed out. It's so hot up there.
Is Dewberry gonna make it? I do not know.
Even as he struggled to stay on his feet, the head chef pushed the team to keep going.
How's Dewberry? Is he alive back there? We need him for the next table.
But instead of giving up, Dewberry powered through, joking that if he collapsed, they should just kick him back up.
I'm not going anywhere. If I fall out, just kick me and push me back up.
He somehow finished the service, earning praise from the head chef for his determination, and even made Chef Ramsay laugh a little.
Chef, that is love for you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You are a rock today, aren't you, Dewberry?
I'd rather you be saying I was Brad Pitt's wife.
He's got issues.
Still, that moment remains one of the most intense close calls ever seen in Hell's Kitchen. One of the most emotional exits in Hell's Kitchen history happened in Season 5, Episode 11, when Chef Robert Hesse was forced to leave the competition for health reasons. Robert had quickly become a fan favorite, the underdog with the big personality and even bigger heart, but during a trip to Atlantic City's Borgata Hotel, he suddenly started feeling unwell.
Excuse me. Play. Is that something?
Not even 10 minutes through dinner, it seemed, Robert pretty much got up and excused himself from the most important dinner that we've been having to date.
What's going on right now?
Just having chest pain.
Chest pain. Okay.
Medics rushed in, and Robert was taken to the hospital with what turned out to be pericarditis, a swelling around the heart.
Something's definitely wrong with me, and they don't know if it's a heart attack. There's a lot of chest pain, and bad news is I have to stay here overnight, and they really can't rule anything out.
Days later, he returned to Hell's Kitchen to deliver the heartbreaking news himself. He wouldn't be able to continue.
How are you feeling?
Not good.
Not good. What did the medic say?
I have pericarditis, which is a swelling of the sac around the heart, which leads to heart disease.
Are you coming back?
No.
No?
I'm not coming back.
I just want to tell you that you have been a fantastic
competitor.
Thank you, sir.
And you had the potential to win this competition. You never, ever, ever forget that.
Thank you very much.
It was a bittersweet goodbye. Robert left not as a loser, but as one of the show's most respected chefs, walking away to protect his health and, in his words, "So I have my life for my family and my career."
I'm leaving Hell's Kitchen, so I have my health for my family, for my career. I feel like I've won.
Everything in Hell's Kitchen can change in seconds. And in Season 8, Episode 1, Chef Antonia Borigman faced exactly that. It started with a rough dinner service. Antonia's Mardi Gras gumbo didn't go over well with Chef Ramsay, and tensions were high in the kitchen.
What is it?
It's a Mardi Gras gumbo.
Oh, God! Does it normally look like a plate of liquid?
No.
Oh, excuse me. God. Are you crazy? Have you tasted that?
No, I didn't get a chance to taste it, Chef.
But soon things took a serious turn.
Oh, my head is hurting me.
Antonia began complaining of a pounding headache and dizziness before stepping away from her station.
Antonia? Oh, my head is hurting.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, just my head hurts.
What happened?
I had a migraine.
Good look at you here.
Oh, my head.
Medics rushed in as her condition worsened, and she was taken to the hospital for treatment.
I'm not feeling good right now. Something's wrong.
What's the matter? Talk to me.
I just don't feel good.
Go, get her to the hospital.
Later, Ramsay gathered the chefs and delivered the update no one wanted to hear. Antonia would not be returning to the competition. A tough night for the Red Team.
I've just got word from the hospital, and Antonia will not be returning to Hell's Kitchen.
While Antonia's departure was immediate, what happened to Paul Niederman in Season 12 put everyone on edge. It was supposed to be a relaxing dinner with Hell's Kitchen winners, but things took a sudden turn. As the chefs enjoyed their meal, everyone was laughing and chatting until Paul, one of the winners, suddenly started coughing and stood up from his chair, clearly in distress.
It's good to have a friend in Hell's Kitchen.
Yep. You all right?
Uh-oh.
The chair toppled, everyone froze, and other chefs looked concerned as Paul quickly made his way to the restroom to catch his breath.
Are you all right? Do you need a medic? Is he gonna die?
Go, monsieur.
I'm like nervous. Oh.
Moments later, he walked back in, calm and collected, brushing it off like nothing happened.
I can make it dramatic. What the?
Season 6, Dave went through something similar when service was in full swing, the final four giving it everything they had until things suddenly took a turn. Dave, who had been powering through the competition despite a wrist injury, started to wobble.
Lamp, please. Going to the window, chef.
His face went pale, his breathing quickened, and Ramsay immediately noticed.
Dave! Dave! Dave!
The light started going away. I got dark. And I thought I was gonna faint.
I'm watching you. You're sweating, you're looking dizzy, and you're looking like you're out of breath. I need you to get that seen to, okay?
The pain had shot up his arm to his shoulder, and for a moment, he nearly collapsed. But Dave wasn't about to give up. Even as medics checked on him, he kept insisting he was fine and pushed to stay in service.
I'm not a quitter, and I'm not a wuss. I'm fine. No matter how messed up my wrist is, I can take the pain, and I'm here to stay.
Despite the scare, he managed to finish his entree and stay in the game, proving once again why he was one of the toughest competitors to ever step into Hell's Kitchen.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
2 lamb going to the window, chef.
Sorry, man. Call a medical hit and get him out of here. If he's really in that much pain, then what the is he doing here?
2 lamb coming to the window.
In Season 12, prep was running smoothly until one of the chefs made a painful mistake. Rochelle had sliced off part of her thumb while prepping vegetables.
Uh-oh. Oh, think? Oh, that was a big chunk. Are you okay? Medic! It's like part of my thumb!
The kitchen froze as the medic rushed in. Her teammates were horrified. One even said they saw the tip of her finger still on the counter.
We get a medic in the blue kitchen. Rochelle lost her thumb. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's gonna need to get her cauterized.
How am I gonna cook?
Make sure you keep it up.
There was finger on the butcher block, live in person, the tip of somebody's finger.
Rochelle was immediately sent to urgent care, worried that the injury might cost her the competition.
You all right? Sorry, team.
There'll be a car waiting for you, and they'll take you to urgent care.
Is this it? Hopefully, Rochelle makes it back for service. At this point in the game, if you're not here to shine, you can lose your space.
Despite the pain, Rochelle returned later that night, bandaged up and determined to keep going. Even with her injury, she chose to stay in the game and finish service like a true professional.
You okay?
Yeah.
Show me.
This is hands down the worst cut I've ever had. I either can quit or I can just go at it 100% and give it my best. It'll be okay. Just bandages for the next couple days.
Okay, good.
In Season 11, Episode 2, Zach found himself completely alone in the Hell's Kitchen Blue team after everyone else got kicked out.
Blue Kitchen tonight is like being in the middle of a natural disaster.
Chef Ramsay kept pushing orders, but the stress, heat, and pressure started taking a serious toll on Zach.
I started to feel something in my stomach. I literally feel my body shutting down.
Moments later, he suddenly ran off, visibly overwhelmed.
Zach! I'm feeling dehydrated, it's getting hot, and I'm starting to lose consciousness. Oh my God.
Despite feeling lightheaded and dehydrated, Zach refused to give up. He came back to the line, determined to finish the service.
Oh God. I'm literally telling myself, if you think that, you're gonna pass out, guess what? Think again.
Zach, you okay?
Yeah, Chef. I'm a monster.
Even after throwing up from exhaustion, Zach's comeback showed what pushing through Hell's Kitchen pressure really looks like.